We're following breaking news overnight. Chaos and panic in Tampa, Florida after a deadly shooting. This is video from social media showing people running away as shots were fired. 2 people are dead and 18 are in the hospital this morning. Police say it happened just before 3 a.m. as bars were starting to close. 2 groups, they got into an argument in the street, which led to those shots being fired. Now, we are told that one shooter turned himself into police. Investigators believe there were at least 2 suspects involved.
Shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ybor from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. And I'm going to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the whole full elect scattered abroad. And real quick, I want to go into this video. Now, I just did it, and then my phone was full of videos and stuff, so it didn't save, so I got to do it all over again. So it probably ain't going to be the same, okay? You know how it is whenever the spirit hit. You got to strike the iron while it's hot. But, hey, the video's gone, so I'm going to do it again and just, recap on what I said to the best of my ability through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. But this happened this morning, okay? Multiple people shot after clubs closed in Ybor City. And this happens out damn near every year, man. People go out there to club around Halloween time. And what happens is these shots end up ringing out, man. Okay, people end up getting killed, shot behind these pagan holidays. And, it's definitely the spirit created for vengeance out there, man. And you got all these videos and footages coming out and pictures coming out of people laying lifeless in the street, in pools of blood. And obviously I can't show you that. But yeah, man, this is why you got to understand the fear of YAHAWASHI, and what time we in. So it says multiple people shot after clubs closed in Ybor City. Multiple bystanders were shot in Ybor City shortly after clubs closed for the night. Reports are coming in that there are likely multiple casualties. Praying for everyone affected. We will update in the morning as well. All right, so this is what happened.
Oh, they wildin'. They wildin'.
So you see these witches right here. They dressed up. And this guy's grown-ass man, dressed in a Teletubby uniform or costume. And people are just really, completely lost, man. So people lost their lives out there. And all them people was out there trying to have a good time. But don't realize that, hey, YAHAWASHI is visiting this earth, man, with death and destruction. All right, he is visiting this earth with death and destruction. Let me grab this real quick. It says, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 22, abstain from all appearances of evil. And you abstain from all appearance of evil. And you saw them women, they was dressed up as witches. So people go out there and they dress up as who they really are all year round, and they they think it's cute, they think it's funny, they think it's about fun, and really the Lord is putting judgment upon these people. It says Exodus chapter 22 verse 18, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Okay, so a lot of people got shot and hurt, going out there, dressing up. And this is why we tell you, this ain't the time for that. And matter of fact, we used to teach out there, man. Right by that, where that video was shot at, we used to teach out there. And one of the brothers, at the camp, he went out there because he got to work. I believe he'd rather do security. And he worked, and he's the one that first told us, what happened when it happened. Before any news reporters came out, he said that, hey, man, they out there, about 4 o'clock in the morning. People was laid out in the streets dead. Okay, and this is only a prelude to what's coming as a whole to America, man. Okay, repent and seek YAHAWASHI while he may be found. It says Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9, when thou art coming to the land which Yahweh thy power have given thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. Because these heathens, they into this stuff. They into the Halloween, all this madness. And we supposed to rebuke that madness. We're not supposed to be with that. But Jake get caught up in it. They out there dressing up, going out there in costumes. You got stripper nuns out there. You got witches. You got ghouls and goblins, okay? a bunch of madness going on, man. And people don't realize that they're evoking spirits. Okay, those are spirits created for vengeance out there, taking people back to the spirit world. And this happens every year. Like I said, we actually used to camp out there, when we were newer in the faith. And when I first came into the truth, when I was, with a particular camp, those guys, we would all go out there and, you will see people walking past with their breasts showing, all type of stuff was going on, man. And it's much worse now. That was years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago. And it's much worse now, man. Okay. Jake tried to go out there with their kids and stuff. Apparently one of the victims that got shot was a 14-year-old, which that's the club scene. Those are clubs out there. You got to be 18 and 21 to get into them clubs, but you have kids out there running around playing, thinking that is all fun and games. Verse 10, it says, "There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire," which is sacrifice, child sacrifice, "or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch." You see, so even if they was dressed like that, you shouldn't be in that spirit. And if you're in that spirit, the Lord going to bring judgment upon you. It says, "Or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer," right? Somebody that's communicating with the dead. It says, "For all that do these things are an abomination to Yahweh. And because of these abominations, Yahweh thy power doth drive them out from before thee." And that's what the Lord does. He brings judgment. Okay. "Thou shalt be perfect with Yahweh thy power. For these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observers of times and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord Yahweh thy power have not suffered thee to do so." So we had, different nations in captivity, and they would come in our captivities, and they was, formerly worshiping false gods, and we had to beware of that, man. Now here we are in the land of our captivity, and these people are worshiping false gods and giving heed to seducing spirits and, falling after demons, and the Lord is warning us about that too. Verse 15, it says, "Yahweh thy power will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, and from of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken." Right? So the Lord's raising up prophets. You should listen to the prophets rather than this madness going on in this world, man. Okay? And that's what happens when people are caught up in the ways of this world. Okay? The traditions of men. Following after the traditions of men. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1, it says, "Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands, and the workman of the axe." Going into Christmas, we'll go into that around that time. But yeah, the customs of the people are vain. So these customs these people celebrate, and what they do is vain, man. You see, with the Halloween costumes on, they out there dressed up as Woody and shit. Okay, well, more motherfuckers gonna drop like Woody. Okay, YAHAWASHI, your shots to be feared. And that's why we tell you, hey, don't go out there, don't be, trying to have a good time. This ain't the place to find balance, man. That's not balance right there. All right, let me play this.
Here, this morning, it's a tragic what happened here, that families have to wake up and see on the news what happened here tonight. We have to think about the families involved and the victims that were involved, and our hearts go out to them. What we know at this point, this is a very complicated scene, but what we know at this point is it was a disturbance or a fight between two groups. And in this fight between two groups, we had hundreds of innocent people involved that were in the way. And unfortunately, as a result of that, we've had 2 that have passed away and 18 in the hospital with injuries. And again, our hearts go out to the families. Imagine waking up and hearing about this and knowing or being related to somebody that was involved in this. So what we're asking is anybody that was out there that has video, and we know that there are some out there because we've seen them on social media, anybody that has video of this, to please report it to us. Call our non-emergency line at 231 6130. We need that video because what happened here is completely unacceptable. And like every other case with our detectives and our officers and our partners that work together, we're going to hold those accountable and we're going to bring them to.
So there you go. Let me go over here. It says, this is Tampa Bay, Fox 13, 2 killed, 18 injured in Ybor City shooting. Tampa police are responding to a shooting in the 1600 block of East 7th Avenue in Ybor City that left 2 people dead and 18 injured. One person has turned themselves in. Police are asking if anyone has more information or video from the scene to call their non-emergency number, yada, yada, yada. So there you go, man. And that's judgment from YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Okay, and I got these videos and these footages that brothers put in the chat. And it's not looking good, man. Okay, you got people laid out in the streets, mouth open, eyes rolled to the back of their head, and pools of blood. All right. Obviously, I can't show you these videos on camera, but you got individuals laying and on the streets, with sheets over them. You got police tending to people that were injured. These people are still in their costumes. All right, so YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI is to be feared, man. This is not a joke. This is not something to be played with. YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI is not to be played with, and you should fear YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. This should make you know not to be out here, trying to be in that party spirit. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Right. And people they want to go out and party and shit. And a matter of fact, I had a demon come to my ass, because when this happened, I was in the bed, man. I was asleep. Okay, I'm drooling on my pillow while people out there getting, laid down, But a demon to come to you like, oh, why don't you go out more? Why don't you do that? Fuck all that, man. Okay, hey, our purpose is to serve YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, do these videos and these shows, and after that, we, watchmen watching for these prophecies, man. And this is exactly why you shouldn't be caught up with the ways of this world or the people in this world, because that's what comes unto them, man. Okay, let me see if I can grab that real quick too, about envying not the wicked. Because you see people out there having a good time, and the women, and at the end of the day, it's all gonna it is definitely not worth it in the end. Okay, and I'll finish reading this. Scriptures came to my mind. Right, here we go. It says Ecclesiasticus chapter 9, verse 11. It says, envy not the glory of a sinner. These people are sinners, man. And when people are sinning, it looks good. They seems like they doing good, getting that fast money. It says, envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. And like I said, people be out there acting look like they're having a good time, but really that end up being their end. That ended up being their destruction. So back to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2, it says, it is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness the countenance of the countenance, the heart is made better, right? So sorrow is better than laughter, man. Okay, it's better to be in a sorrowful spirit and a meek and a lowly spirit than to be in a spirit of, joy and all giddy, laughing, and always going to the club. When I was young, when I was in high school, 17, 18, 19, coming out of high school, I was always going to the club every week. We would go down there, get in free if you got there at a certain time, and eventually this shit just got real old and played out to me because, I started noticing, first of all, it was the same thing every week. It was the same thing, but I started noticing that I would see the same people out there, man. There was older people, homeless people out there in the clubs, partying, and, and they look real zombified, so that, it really turned me off to the whole club scene. I haven't been to the club in years, bro. Years. I don't even go to no bars. If I do go to a bar, it's going to be like a family restaurant where it has a bar or something like that, man. But when you go to places like this, you got death angels out there, man. Okay, it says the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. And you shouldn't want to be out there. That's why we tell brothers in this camp, me being the head of a camp, I tell brothers, hey brothers, it's not wise to go out, to these particular places. There was a situation where brothers was trying to go out there to Ybor. You see what happens when you go out there? You see? And we used to, like I said, we used to be teaching out there, man. Matter of fact, I used to work out there. And I remember, the clubs closed at like 3 a.m. And after that, people still drunk. People still, trying to trying to party and shit. And it ends with people out there fighting, big ass brawls, people banging each other head up against the storefront, the glasses and stuff. People, pretty much be out there killing each other, man. And there'd be a whole bunch of cops out there on their horses and all that, but they don't stop nothing. It's not the place to be, and it's not the time for that, man. It says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. And that's why the Lord set up men over, your younger brothers to let you know, hey, that's not wise. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be going there, And it's just, advice. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force the horse to drink. Nobody gonna be, checking you, following you down, put a GPS tagger on you to make sure you ain't going out there. Now you go out there and you get caught up in this madness. That's gonna be on you. But just know that the men of the Lord warned you. You see, and Jake be too busy trying to, befriend scriptures. That's why elders and apostles have taught us, man, you can't be too friendly with the younger or too familiar with the younger brothers, because then you're looking for friend instead of, being a proper leader over brothers, giving them sound advice, letting brothers know, because it's better that you get, told not to go than you go out there, or being told that you can go and you go out there and end up being destroyed, man. It says, for as a crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of a fool. So is the laughter of the fool. All this also is vanity, right? So this is vanity, man. It has no value. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Okay, it is better. It is better. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit than the proud in spirit, right? So you gotta understand that we at the end of this place, man. Okay, and the end is being made manifest. Okay, so you shouldn't, really, you should want nothing to do with this place and the people in it, And if you are in that spirit, you need to repent. You need to rebuke. You need to repent and pray for the Lord to put a righteous spirit upon you. Let me go here, because this is what was out there. All right, and you got all them people. Like I said, hundreds of people that got put in the middle of it. They out there thinking they even have a good time, and they got put into a bad time. I'm talking about literally people laying in pools of blood. Where they say, laugh now, cry later. It says, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 39, verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, and in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right, so that the Lord set up these spirits to pour out their wrath and pour out their force and appease the wrath. So what happened out there, that was the wrath of YAHAWASHI. You see? It says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So the Lord created these things for vengeance, man. Okay? It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. People getting put to death by those guns and violence, death and destruction. Okay? And this is why it's important to be in the right spirit, man. Okay. It says, verse 33, all the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season. And that's what happened. People, they think that God is all love. Well, no, the Lord is judgment as well. So that a man cannot say this is worse than that, for in time they shall all be well approved. And therefore praise ye the Lord with the whole heart and mouth, and bless the name of YAHAWASHI. Right. So, you don't want to be simple, man. Let me grab this. Let me grab this real quick. And like I said, I already did this video, so I feel like the first one, the first one is always better. But I just want to touch on these things real quick while I can. And why some of the things I said is still in my mind. I was, Satan that the video ended up getting taken down, or the video didn't save, but it's all through the Spirit of YAHAWASHI. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 5, it says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof, and he will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not with the unjust, knoweth no shame. Right? People have no shame. All right, they're having a good time, thinking everything is sweet, and guess what? You get caught up in judgment, man. You get caught up in judgment. That's why we tell brothers in this camp, probably some Babylon camp, but also all you brothers. I'm sure this happening in all the camps. You got young men that want to go out there and have a good time and be partaking of things of the world. It's not wise, okay? We tell brothers, don't be going out there. It's not wise to go out there. And, brothers, oh, you can't lord over me. You can't, hey, okay. Play that fucking game if you want to. Play that game if you want to. It's gonna bring you great pain and sorrow in the end, man. Okay, and this is why the Lord set up brothers over brothers, because brothers have the experience. Brothers know, brothers have been in these predicaments where they had to, get this strong rebuke so that they don't end up being destroyed. Now the brothers, the Lord set brothers over brothers to show you, so that you don't get end up getting caught up out there, man. Proverbs 22:3, a prudent man, which is a man of understanding, foreseeth the evil, the bad times, and hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished, right? You supposed to peep the evil and the wickedness and hide yourself, man. Like I said, I was in my bed, man. Okay, when all this was going on, I was actually having a damn good dream, I was having a damn good dream, bro, through the Spirit of YAHAWASHI. So I was getting sweet sleep. People was out there running for their lives, okay? It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So if you're going to be simple, you're going to pass on, and you're going to end up being punished, man. You're going to end up being caught up with the people of this world, catching the judgment that the people of this world are catching. You see? And everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. It says, Amos chapter 3, verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Which is what we do. We go out there and teach. We blow in the trumpet, but then you don't want to hear the actual trumpets and the sirens going off. Okay, it says, there shall there be evil, bad time in the city, and the Lord Yahweh have not done it. So the Most High does all these things, man. He's the one that's bringing the judgment. Okay, he's the one that's putting people to death. Okay, surely Yahweh, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So the prophets know, okay, and they'll tell you, hey, don't go out there, don't do this, don't do that, don't be around this, because it's only going to bring death and destruction upon you, man. All right, these are stern warnings for your sake. Let me go here. Okay, let me go here. Let's go to Deuteronomy 32. In verse 39, it says, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So the Most High does all these things, man. And there's none that can deliver out of his hand. And the Lord will jack you up, bro. The Lord will bring great destruction upon you. You don't want to be part of it. And imagine you being a man of the Lord and you out there, trying to have, talking about some damn balance. You're gonna find balance, all right. You're gonna be, leveled with the rest of these people. This is why the Lord warned us about this. Okay. You can't be in the spirit of trying to have a good time in hell. This is the valley of the shadow of death. Ain't nothing good for us out here, brothers. We're going to have our fun in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be able to enjoy our families and our children in the kingdom of heaven. Right now, we were put here to work. We were put here to serve YAHAWASHI. Okay, know what time that you are in. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. You're supposed to be measuring these times. Know what time you in. And when thou seest part of these signs pass, which I have told thee before, Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? And the Lord is visiting this world. Salakia with death and destruction, man. All right, so you seeing these prophecies coming to pass, you should know that this ain't the time to be trying to have a good time. This ain't the time to be looking for fun. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, then shalt thou well understand the Most High spake of these things that were from the beginning. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and the end is manifest. So we are watching the end of this place, man. Okay, we are coming into the end of this place. The end is being made manifest. All right, so understanding that you should want nothing to do with the people of this world and the ways of this world. It says, verse 9, then shall they be in pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when a place of repentance was opened unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. And like I said, we used to be out there for years teaching in Ybor City, man. You know, people see the same people every week. No people didn't take heed, you know, so they had to know it after death by pain. It says, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. And if, you know, you go out there, bro, you're going to feel a demonic vibration, the evil. You're going to feel evil in the air. All right. And understanding that, you should want nothing to do with that, man. Like I said, I used to work out there, and even working out there, bro, it was always some shit. People, you know, as soon as, you know, 3 o'clock hit, people start acting crazy and shit, man. You know, there was times where they would shut it down early because, you know, the fights and the shootouts would start early. It says, verse 15, I have said before, and now do speak, I will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved, like as a wave is greater than a drop, you see? So the Lord said there's going to be many more that's going to end up being perished and destroyed than that shall be saved, all right? And this is why you got the Lord set up men over you to give you wise counsel of what not to do, man. You know, don't, and you know, the Lord does everything for us. And the Lord don't put a brother over you for nothing, man. Okay. Oh, let me grab this. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 3. It says, giving no offense in anything that the ministry be not blamed. Imagine you out there and, you know, you get in a fight and end up punching somebody so hard that they end up dying. And now they, oh, this man is a Hebrew Israelite. Because you out there doing stupid nigga shit, man. Okay. Or somebody gets shot or you get shot, you know. Just trying to be a nigga. Just trying to have fun. It says, verse 14, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? And it's easy to say it, but it's nothing that actually, to live these scriptures. The scriptures is a way of life, man. So you got to apply these scriptures. You can't just, it's not about just going out to camp and saying it, you know, at camp. It's about actually applying these scriptures in your life, you know, and understanding, you know, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Okay, you shouldn't want to be around these people. Somebody say, yeah, no more clubbing. This shit tragic, right? You should have been saying no more clubbing. But Jake could go out there on demon time and end up getting, you know, brought back to the spirit world. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. YAHAWASHI is to be feared. Okay? This is Exodus chapter 23, verse 2. And this is what, like I said, this is what the Lord set brothers up over brothers, man, to show you right from wrong, to give you sound advice. We ain't here to make friends and be homeboys. We ain't here to be hanging out and doing nigga shit. That's not what we're here for. Okay, we're here to serve YAHAWASHI, and then serving YAHAWASHI is certain things that we ain't gonna be able to do. Okay. It says, Exodus chapter 23, verse 2, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment. So you should not follow a multitude to do evil. Just because everybody doing it, don't mean you should be doing it, man. And we always young men, we all, wanted to be a part of that nightclub scene and experience it. But guess what? Certain things you experience going to be the last thing that you ever get to experience. Okay? Jake talking about experience. Okay? Let me grab this. The Lord warned us of all this. It says, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. You can't be walking around being a fool, walking around like the fools, seeking the things of the fools. It says, be circumspect, man. Okay? Redeeming the time because the days are evil. So when this time that we have, we have it to serve YAHAWASHI. Understand fire is coming to this place. Thermonuclear missiles are going to rain on this place. You don't have time to be trying to, have fun and all this other crazy shit, man. The Lord about to destroy this place. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And you should understand the will of the Lord is to destroy this place, man. And you don't want to be destroyed with it. Okay? You don't want to be destroyed with it. So that should put you in a certain place, a certain mindset of serving YAHAWASHI. And really, like I said, we're going to have our fun in the kingdom, bro. It's in the time to be looking for damn fun. It says, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 10, it says, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord. And certain things are just not acceptable unto YAHAWASHI. You can't claim to be a man of the Lord and then you want to go out here and do nigga shit and act like the rest of these niggas. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. So you're supposed to reprove them. You see? This is why you get these rebukes. This is why men tell you, Jake, on that spirit, oh, you can't lord over me, brother. You can't lord over me. Okay. Okay. The Lord put brothers over men for a reason. And nobody lording over you. Nobody telling you, oh, yeah, you can't, don't tie your shoes right now. But brother's telling you, hey, brother, it's probably not wise to go here or go there. And now Jake being the spirit of, lording over brothers. Well, guess what? The Lord speaketh once and twice, yet men perceive it not. It says, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. Right? So what these people doing in this world, you don't want no part of that, bro. Okay? Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. Let me grab this too. I'll close out with this. Because the scriptures, everything happens for a reason, man. It says, Hebrews chapter 13, verse 17, it says, obey them that have the rule over you. So the Lord, it says, and submit yourselves. So the Lord set up men over you. You in a particular camp, you got men over you for a reason. The Lord didn't put that man over you for nothing. You looking down upon this man, thinking this man is just being extra. Well, really, hey, that's the spirit of the Lord. Scripture says, let me grab that real quick. Altar to the forward. No, I don't think it's forward. It's I'm gonna finish this up too, though. So it says, Hebrews chapter 13, verse 17, obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourself. So the Lord puts certain men over you for a reason. You're supposed to submit yourself. Okay, it says, why? For they watch for your souls. Or brother tell you, hey, brother, it's not wise to go here. It's not wise to go there. They're not telling you that because they don't want you to have fun or they're lording over you. It's for your own soul. Okay? Brother tell you shouldn't be in Ybor City trying to have a good fucking time. That's not because the brother don't want you to have fun. It's because the brother don't want you to end up unalived. Okay? as they that must give an account. Because what happened, if a brother get put to death out there or some shit, guess what? These men got to give an account. Well, why'd y'all let him out there? Why'd y'all let him go out there? Oh, but see, the problem with Jake is that they look for friends. They trying to have a good time. They want to be niggas, really. Okay? And a nigga hate when you don't allow them to be a nigga. That they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. And if a man got to constantly, you become a headache, and then that becomes a bunch of grief for you and that man, and it becomes unprofitable. It says, pray for us, for we trust we have a good conscience in all things, willing to live honestly. But I beseech you the rather to do this, that I may be restored unto you the sooner. And that's the whole point. We want to go back to our power, be in our kingdom, that we can be restored unto Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahshua sooner. This ain't about, jamming the fuck out, doing some nigga shit, and wondering why you catching hell, man. Wondering why you bleeding out on the pavement. Okay. Jake got put to death and he was 14 years old, man. Let me grab this. Let's go to Colossians. It's not what I'm looking for, but I'll use it for now. Because there's a rebellious spirit in the midst of Israel, man. A rebellious, evil, and wicked spirit. And Jake think it's cute. But they understand that judgment is no joke. Colossians chapter 3, verse 22. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Most High. So you don't do it because just to please the eyes of men. You do it out of the fear of Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahshua. Not with eye service, just because a man watching you, you want to put on his show. And whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men, not just doing shit to be seen of men. You see, that's what Jake do in this world, man. They do things to be seen of men, to get the approval of men, to be justified in the eyes of men. But the Most High sees all things. It says, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Yahawashi Mashiach. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons. Right? So the Lord ain't no respect of persons with the Lord, man. Okay, and you can't have respect of persons in judgment. So you see a man going off, you see a man, just because you may like the brother don't mean that you can't, correct the brother. You should correct him. Let me grab that. Because this is what goes on. All right. Look at this. This is beautiful. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 17. Ye shall not respect persons in judgment. So you see one brother going off and you jumping on him down his neck, but the other brother go off that you may like and be cool with. Hey, brother, hey, just not too much, brother. No, it's not too much. Nah. But ye shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is the Most High's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. Right. So the Lord gonna hear all things, man. Okay, the Lord is gonna bring judgment according to his spirit. Okay, Proverbs 24, verse 23. These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. Like I said, just because you may like a man, you may be cool with a man, don't mean that you can just be light on particular individuals that you're cool with and other individuals that you're not cool with. You gonna give them a slap on the wrist. That's not the spirit of a man of the Lord. Romans chapter 2, verse 11. There is no respect of persons with the Most High. So the Most High is bringing judgment out. He's gonna bring judgment out every day. And in that, this is why we gotta fear and serve Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahshua with fear and trembling. Okay, not just doing what we want to do or what feels good to our flesh. But that's the point. All right, that's the point. Salakia, maybe went a little longer than even the last video. I just want to touch on those points, man, because hey, everything is for a purpose, bro. The Lord set up men over you for a reason. And if you buck up against that, then you bucking against YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. You know, if you try to circumvent that, you trying to circumvent the will of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. And there will be a reward for that. With that being said, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, a Bible Ball.